friend. Happy birthday. We wish you personally, first for you, for the team, big success, good health, and please don't forget Bulgaria. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
We want to show you something. We have one more gift for the coach.
Enjoy your time in Bulgaria, and I hope I'll see you soon. See you later.
Thanks. Happy birthday.
Neil, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Not that you will celebrate in our company. On behalf of Evima and on behalf of Bulgaria football fans, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are good friends with Stilиян Petrov. This is not your first time in Bulgaria. Anyway, how do you feel here in Moscow? How was your preparation with Dunfermline?
Yes, this is our second year in Bankso with Evima. Last season was a huge success. It's very important that we have a very good pre-season to come to Bulgaria. The facilities, the staff, the food, the hospitality is very, very good, and it set us up to have a very important season last year, where we made the playoffs in the league and we got to the National Cup final against Celtic. We couldn't have done all that without the preparation being right and setting up the team for the season. And Evima provided that with Evgeny, and this season has been even more successful for me and the team. The preparation has been excellent, and we really enjoy it, and we enjoy the Bulgarian people, and we also enjoy the friendships that we have made while we were here.
I'm not sure if you remember the last time you played in Bulgaria with the Northern Ireland international team. It was a quarter of a century ago in a World Cup qualifier. Great match with 7 goals. Now, both nations are watching the World Cup on TV, but you were really close. There is progress with your national team. How would you explain that?
Well, we have a manager, Michael O'Neill, who has previous experience of qualifying for tournaments. He qualified for the Euros in 2016, and he went into club football for a while, and now he's back with the national team. He's a very important manager for Northern Ireland, and he has reached out far and wide to find players to come and play for Northern Ireland. Currently, they're a young side, but they're very vibrant, and the more experience they get, we hope that there will be qualifications soon for another major tournament. In Bulgaria's case, Bulgaria are in a little bit of a lull, but I think of all the great players that I played against: Balakov, Berbatov. I played with Stiliyan. Of course, there was Stoichkov, he was the king. Those players don't go away, they will come again, and it's just a matter of resourcing, the federation and resourcing the clubs and finding the next generation of good players for Bulgaria.
You won many trophies as manager of Celtic, and you were also successful at Hibernian. What are the challenges of working with Dunfermline?
Well, Dunfermline is a different project to Celtic and Hibs. The owner bought the club 18 months ago, and it was very, very down. And it's a project that we want to build the club and make it successful again. A big club in Scotland. There's huge potential here. We are developing younger players for the Scottish game. Last season we had 3 Scotland internationals in the under-21 team, and then one of our players, Andrew Todd, was away with the national team, the first team. So this is all great progress for the club. Allied to that, we want to be successful on the pitch, and we're trying to recruit the right areas. So it is different, but I see similarities in Dunfermline that I did at Hibernian, where I had a very good team, which included John McGinn, who is now a Scotland superstar. So I'm hoping to develop some more. Promotion is our target, but that's going to be very difficult. It takes time to build a team to do that from where we were before. But we had great success last year. We finished in the playoffs and we're very close. And then we made the National Cup final, which was an amazing achievement for the club. And it's a club I enjoy. It's a job I really enjoy. and I'm looking forward to, very excited about what's coming up for this season.
You and your team survived in the Scottish Cup flight last season. What are your goals for the next season, and can your preparation here in Bulgaria be useful?
Well, the preparation here is very important, and that's why we use Evima, because it's very professional. Everything is there for what we need, and we get the players fit, we get them robust. We are training in the heat, we are training high up above water level or sea level. So it does help with the cardiovascular work, it does help with the physical development, and also it pushes them, mentally. We want them to push them mentally as well. So this week is very important for me and my staff to get the players a platform of fitness that they can take on into the season. Last season, like I said, was a big success. We ended up playing 50, 60 games with very, very minimal injuries with the players that were here in Bulgaria. And we're hoping to achieve that again in our second year here. And as I said earlier, I think this year has been even more better than last year.
The Scottish Premiership is popular in Bulgaria, very popular. It is broadcasted live here. There was great drama at the end of last season. Perhaps we are in for an even more exciting one, the next one. How do you think?
Yeah, it was exciting because Celtic and Rangers did not have good seasons. Celtic in particular, even though they ended up winning the league and the cup, they lost 8 games in the league and they changed manager twice over the season, so there was a lot of unrest. They managed to somehow get over the line because of the depth and the quality that they had. Hearts had a fine season, but this year there's more expectation on Hearts, and they're going to have European football as well, which they didn't have last year. So that sort of adds to the pressure of playing, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. They didn't have that last year. And Rangers, they have changed manager again. They've got Derek McInnes in now. They have spent some money. They've got Shankland, who's the top striker in Scotland. So yeah, it has all the ingredients for another big title race. And so, Celtic are up there, to be taken. They've Martin O'Neill as a manager I know so well. But it's going to be very exciting again. I don't think it will be as close as last season. I don't think it will be as exciting as last season, but it'll still be an interesting watch.
You are a Leicester City legend. It's very unfortunate what has happened to the club in the last 2 years, especially the relegation to the 3rd tier. Do you expect things to improve at this great club?
Yeah, it's a very good question. It's been a disaster. There are obviously money problems behind the scenes, and the club has never been the same since the main owner passed. He died in a helicopter crash maybe seven years ago. Yes, I think they will improve. They're now in League One, so I expect them to get promotion straight away. They should be the biggest team in League One and then start to move again towards the Championship. But that doesn't get away from the problems the administration problems, the financial problems that they have behind the scenes. So they're going to have to, rebuild the squad. They're going to have to get rid of players, on huge wages, because they're not want to play in the lower leagues, and it's not financially viable. I do see Leicester getting back into the Championship, but there's still a long way to go before they're back in the Premier League.
You recently worked very close to Bulgaria, in Romania. What memories do you have from working with Rapid Bucharest?
It was a very short period. I loved living there. I loved Bucharest. We were sold a project, but we only managed 5 games and we only lost 1 game. So it was crazy the way they handled the situation. But I like the people. I like the culture, and the city was beautiful. I would have liked to have stayed a little bit longer and to work on the project that we were asked to do, but that wasn't the case. So a little bit, disappointed with the reaction so quickly, but that is football sometimes.
Neil, once again, congratulations and thank you for your time. Bulgaria is keeping its fingers crossed for you and your team and wishing you success. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you to Bulgaria for looking after me.